Hello, my name is Ron Kaplan. Some of you know me as a singer and great fan of America's classical music, the Great American Songbook, known and loved around the world, and made in America. If you love this music like I do, you can help me to build a foundation dedicated to this mission, to preserve our cultural treasure, known as the Great American Songbook, by presenting this music to the public at home and abroad as ambassadors of song. We'll do this in concert, in education, and in sponsorship. Your generous support is appreciated. Thank you.
This body of music is like classical music. It's modern classical music. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be respected as the higher pinnacle of music.
I appreciate the fantastic craft that went into these songs. They're so well made. They're so easily communicated. And you can interpret them in so many different ways.
Basically, it's about life. It reaches down to the depth of people. You know, it reaches their souls and to the areas that mean something.
I think it's really the lyrics and the way it blends with the melody. The lyrics tell such interesting stories. Sometimes it'll be very tongue-in-cheek, and a lot of Gershwin stuff is like that.
To me, this music holds a very special place in our culture because it is America's classical music. To me, it's the zenith of American songwriting.
When you take most of the music that's on the radio or the top 40 sort of things, this is music that the lyrics don't have much to say, and the music is very repetitive.
I think the thing that is very special about this music is its storytelling and its harmonic sense.
The structure is so solid that it gives you a lot of freedom to move with it, to improvise on the rhythm, to improvise on the melody, to improvise on the lyrics.
I think all of us have a certain hidden agenda to carry on, you know, this Great American Songbook thing. And it's not there's not a color issue, there's no politics, this is music.
Well, it is so vast, this music is. And for everything that I could possibly feel or know in life, there's a song in that Great American Songbook that I can reach into the bag and grab the emotion, and I can become that song. It's all there. Everything is there.
The years from 1920 to 1960 represent a unique period in the history of American popular music. It was a time that saw the beginning of a new type of songwriting that told the American story. It was completely original in some respects, but deeply rooted and strongly influenced by the musical form known as jazz, and was influenced by its predecessors, ragtime and blues. The music of the 20th century is known and widely recognized around the world as a truly American invention and cultural legacy. From sheet music sold to individuals, played on pianos at home, to recordings captured on wax and played on phonographs, and soon to be broadcast across the nation by radio transmission. From live theater performance on the Great White Way and projected onto the silver screen in movie theaters across the country and the world. This body of work emerged from the songsmiths of Tin Pan Alley and the Broadway stages in New York, migrating to California, where the Hollywood musicals brought these songs and stories to the public at large. They were the product of professional songwriters and lyricists working at their craft, and in the hands of a capable singer, reveal the entire spectrum of human emotions. And these songs continue to strike a chord in the hearts and minds of listeners today. Some of the very well-known composers and lyricists of this period in our American story include such names as Irving Berlin, Cole Porter, George and Ira Gershwin, Duke Ellington, Richard Rodgers and Lorenz Hart, Oscar Hammerstein and Jerome Kern, Dorothy Fields and Jimmy McHugh, Harold Arlen and Yip Harburg, Johnny Mercer and Hoagie Carmichael, Harry Warren, Betty Comden and Adolph Green, Frank Lesser, Jimmy Van Heusen, and so many more great songwriting teams. This collective body of work is widely recognized as America's classical music and is known as the Great American Songbook.
You know, you hear a lot of these songs in hip-hop music, and I'm not a hip-hop fan particularly, but I hear some pretty nice use of some of this music in a lot of the popular music that is of today.
The thing that's so amazing to me is I teach also, and these kids who are 20 years old, 22 years old, really respond to the Great American Songbook, and they love the tunes. And it, you know, they get it immediately. They don't think it's corny. They don't think it's old-fashioned. They really, it seems like every generation there's somebody of their peers that reinterprets it for them and makes it relevant to them.
Keep exposing the young people to it. I think that's really important. That's how it influenced me. You know, when I was coming up in the 70s, 80s, there was Motown and, you know, all the different music, the rock music, and I was exposed to that. But because of my upbringing, I was constantly surrounded by the great singers and the great music. And I was really fortunate.
The music is such, it's so deep and so deeply rooted in our culture. And I think not only because, just because of the songs, but I think because they were in shows, Broadway shows, songs done for movies, that they're deeply rooted in different media for us. The songs and the emotions that they convey are timeless.
Everybody, young or old, rich or poor, can have a song in their heart. And these songs hold up year after year after year. They're substantial. They're like the fundamental kinds of things that people can always remember, remembering a birthday, remembering when you were a kid, or what your daddy did, or your mom, or your grandmother. All these things are in these songs, and that works out for everybody all over the world as human beings.
It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, forever and a day.
Well, the radio and the telephone and the movies we all know
are only passing fancy, and in time we'll go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay, not for a year, but ever and a day. In time the rise may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. You know it's pretty clear our love is here to stay. May crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made it all play. But our love is here to stay. Thank you so much. We love you madly. Thank you.